Okay, so we're gonna move into some of our bigger stretches. So first thing you do is you're gonna take that stick, put it about 12 o'clock, a foot or so away. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna reach up with my right arm. And I'm gonna kick my right heel just so it's basically in line with my left toe. I don't have to go way out there. Just kick it out a little ways, okay? My left hand about the height of my belly button or sternum. Now keep in mind, when we're doing this stuff, is we're trying to create some length and then trying to strengthen that end range of motion. Okay, so I've often said if we create some length, we have to provide or increase our strength through that. So we're kind of doing this at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hinge backwards. I'm going to sit my tush back. I'm going to begin to feel a stretch in this right hamstring. I'm feeling some lengthening through this arm line. Step two is I'm going to go ahead and create just 20-30% pull into the floor and the stick. So my right arm here, I'm pulling down. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push with my left arm. And I'm going to push with my arms nice and stiff and straight. That engages my core. And finally, with my right heel, I'm going to try to pull the carpet towards me. And I feel my hamstring engage. And I pull, and I relax. Come out of it a little bit. Turn your stick so you don't keep bending the same spot. Set your hips back. Take your top arm, create a little bit of effort and pull the stick in the floor. Push your left arm. And then pull your heel or the carpet back. Pull. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we could do a couple of reps of that, 3-4 times. I would switch. The way I'd switch is I grab left hand, kick my left heel slightly forward. My right hand comes in about chest, sorry, belly button or sternum level. I sit back. I pull the stick down, push the stick out, and then pull the heel towards me. It's the same thing. Might take a little bit. If you don't get exact, that's fine. Work on these to strengthen these kind of fascial lines. That's number one. Number two we've been working on is just our bow and arrow. So I'm going to do this one a little bit quicker. Okay, feet hip width apart, forearm distance away. Reach over top with your left hand. Shift your hips away. Push the stick. So we feel strength in that right kind of oblique area. And then if we can, go ahead and look up to the ceiling. And feel that nice lengthening all the way down that left side. Come back, spin the stick, and we do that one again. So that one was in the first series. Next, coming into our couch stretch. So a couch, a bench, a chair, something you can go ahead and put your foot on. I take a knee, and I didn't come prepared, but make sure you put something underneath your knee so it's not a hard surface. So my back foot is elevated, right? I'm just going to do this like, there we go. It's elevated. Take your stick, put it right in front of you, hands about sternum height. Remember, we're trying to lengthen while creating stability and strength. So I'm going to push the stick in the ground. My elbows aren't flared up, they're tucked in. Push the stick in the ground. Feel your core engage. That's step one. Step two, take your back foot and push into the bench. So to actually drive my right foot into the couch. I begin to feel a stretch there. And lastly, I slide forward if there's any room to slide. I got a nice stretch here. I'm active pushing the stick in the ground, and I'm actively pushing my foot in the ground. So a couple things to think about. If it doesn't all fit together, that's fine. Just apply what you can for right now. I go, again, I push down down the stick, I push down on my foot, I slide. So I'm active in this position. I'm active on the stick and on the foot while I feel the stretch. So we can really open up this hip flexor here. Okay, so 3, 4, 5 times, kind of just play around, let it feel. How does it feel? Does it open up? And finally, take your right knee, the one I always worked on. Of course, you can do both sides and then come to this exercise as well. Set up in a good half kneeling position, a little bit of space. You don't want to be too wide. You don't want to cheat with your back foot in. Take your stick, and you're going to actively pull the stick apart. So try to make, this is a 7-foot stick, try to make it 8 feet. I feel my upper back engage. I'm just simply going to go ahead and use some range of motion and do some control. I'm going to rotate into my lead leg and press and exhale. Breath in, rotate in, press and exhale. Just shooting to push that stick up over the top of the head while maintaining control in this position. Same thing, with a little extra credit.